You ever realize that the harder you work, and I mean, some people work so hard, like 14, 15, 16-hour days, hustling and grinding and wearing themselves out and tearing their bodies down. And you ever realize that the harder you work, the less money you have? You ever thought about that? I have. I've thought about it plenty of times because there were some fields and jobs that I've had where I was working my butt off. There were plenty of times I was doing shift work, 12-hour shift work, 2 days one week, 5 days the next. There were there were times where I remember this job, I'll never forget, it was one of the worst I ever had. I was doing 16-hour shifts, 7 hours a day for 6 months straight. And I was doing that job. I was burned out. I was worn out. There was a point where I didn't even know how much money I was making because as soon as I would get off from work, I would go to sleep. The job was, I think it was like, I want to say like 3 o'clock in the afternoon till about 7 the next morning. And so I would just go home and fall asleep and then get up and do the same thing the next day. And this went on for 6 months. I was so burned out. I was so worn out. I was like a lot of you. I was hustling and grinding. There was no shine. It was just all grind. I was beaten up, worn out, battered, frustrated, underpaid, not making enough money to change my life, in my feelings, frustrated. And it was just a nightmare of a life it was. And I heard somebody say something, I'll never forget this, to change my life. He said it's easier to make a little bit of money it's easier to make a lot of money in a little bit of time than it is to make a little bit of money in a lot of time. And I thought about that. Wait a second. And I was like, if that's true, then everybody who's out there hustling and grinding, who's working and trading a lot of time, they're making a little bit of money. These people are losing and losing big. And I was one of the people who were losing and losing big. And I decided, wait, I'm going to test that theory. I'm going to find out if it's easier to make money without having to sell all of this time. Because if you have a job, that's just a cute word for your time broke. If you have a job, that's just fancy talk for time broke. That's just jargon for I don't control my time. I sold my time. Right? So it's like debt. Right? Credit card debt. When you swipe that credit card and you take that $5,000 vacation, oh, it's going to be lovely. You're going to have a great time. That's a bet. Beautiful beaches, beautiful people, food, awesome time. Post on Instagram, get the likes, get the hate likes. I got you. Then you come home, that's a $5,000 debt. It escalates to $7,500 total with the interest. All of a sudden, that's 2-3 years of your life to pay off that one vacation. Because swiping the credit card it's not free money. You're buying money. You're buying the money, and the way you pay the debt back is with your time. You have to buy the money and sell the time to pay back the debt. So I don't know about you, but I don't like selling my time. I've done it a long time. And if you have a job and the only way you know how to make money is to sell your time, then keep your job, sell that time. But in the meantime, when you're not at work, start working on a way to eliminate the need for that job so you don't have to sell your time. You want to be in a position in life where you own and control your time. You want to be in a position in life where your time belongs to you. You know why that's so important for me? Because I don't know how much I have. You don't know how much time you have. You don't know. I don't know. Only difference, I'm admitting it, and most of you won't. I'm admitting that I don't know how much time I have. So I don't want to work until I die. I hear stories, you've heard stories about people that tragically pass away on their way to work, leaving work, at work. You see the fire crew and the ambulance and everybody, the emergency workers pull up at the job. You're hoping everybody's okay, and somebody's life has passed away. They've had a heart attack at the desk. I don't want to go out like that. I know you don't want to go out like that. No, we don't want to die working for a paycheck. No, we want to die in freedom, enjoying life, living life. That doesn't mean you have to be a millionaire. Guess what? That doesn't mean you have to make 7 figures a year or 500 grand a year. Just enough to give yourself the life that you want. Not the life that's comfortable, not the life that is good enough, but the life that you want. I write down my personal goals that I want to accomplish. I want to make $1 million a year for my family and for those who come after me. That's just a personal goal of mine. I'll share with you because I ain't afraid to admit it, and I believe I'm going to achieve it very soon. I want to live in a 5,000 square foot house. I want to do that. Beautiful home for the family, for the kids, everybody come over for holidays. I want to do that. I want her, his and her Mercedes trucks. Want that. That's just goals of mine, right? And I'm telling you, setting your goals like that is so important, because if you do, your mind's gonna start reaching for ideas that can actually bring that stuff to you. Now you know your minimum wage job, because once you set your goals, you're gonna find out your minimum wage job can't do it. You're gonna find out your $20 an hour job can't do it. It's really 10. After they finish taxing your $20 an hour job, you probably take home $15 an hour. By the way, hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. Welcome to the channel. For everyone who wants to learn how to start a business from your phone, because I keep telling you this is so important. Your job cannot be your only source of income. If you would like to learn how to make money from your phone by booking customers, taking a deposit, that goes to you. That's your money. On the average, I try to teach you to get about $150 to every customer you book. $150. You do that 3 times a day. You make $450 that day without leaving the house. I'm going to teach you how to use your phone to book customers, take a deposit, and then dispatch the work. Dispatch it, yes. You don't do the work, I don't do the work. You're going to send the work to someone else, an ISP, independent service professional in that area, and they're going to do the work. So whatever industry you want to get into, it could be moving, it could be home cleaning, garage repair, window cleaning, window tinting, window repair, carpet cleaning, pest control, pool cleaning, painting, flooring, ceilings, roofing, heating, AC, printing, graphic design, tattoos, website design, tutoring. It goes on and on and on and on. Go to middlemanceo.com. On the homepage, you'll see my list of the top 25 industries I like, and then how much money you can make per deposit. But if you make, even if you make $100 per deposit with like a home cleaning service, because that's about the average they take, if you do that 3 times a day, you're making $300 a day. You do that for the month, you make $9,000 for the month. You never left your house, you don't clean houses. I do it for the moving industry. I keep $150 for every customer I find. If you want to learn how to do that, you don't have to do the work, you don't have to know how to do the work. I just teach you how to find the customer and get paid. Want to learn how to do that? Click the link in the video description below to register for the free live training. If the link doesn't lead anywhere, then that means we have closed the enrollment. We have enough people. So it's very limited seating, so just a small group. Get there early. Or put Middleman in the comments below to get that link. So, and again, if your paycheck is your only source of income, then I always say it this way, and I mean it, you're living in the income danger zone. You've got to get out of the income danger zone. You've got to get yourself in a position to where you can make money when you're not at work. You need to learn how to get paid when you're off the clock. If your money stops when the clock stops, you got a problem. The money can't stop with the clock, right? Don't stop with the clock. If your money stops with the clock, then you are in financial purgatory, because if something happens and you lose that check, you're going to lose everything. Don't let it happen to you. Tell somebody, share this channel with somebody. Let them know what we're teaching and preaching over here, right? We're teaching personal finance, and that everybody could change their life if they think differently about money. Happened to me. I changed my life. 2020, my life was never the same. I'm telling you, it can happen for you. All you got to do is be willing to put in a little bit of the work. Reprogram yourself. That's the hardest part. It's very hard to get people to understand, hey, you need to find another income source when you're not at work. But I've had this job 10 years. They love me. No. Don't trust that. You need to find another job. Another income source when you're not at work. What do you do with your extra money? I pile it in the bank. I'm sorry, don't do that. Don't pile it up in the bank. The banks are using the money to get rich. You need to use the money to get rich. Use your money. Don't let the banks use it. Stop giving them free product. Use your money. They don't even pay you interest. Start using your money to find ways to make money. I don't care what you do. Figure out how to use the money to make money, so that if anything happens to your paycheck, it does not matter. I had a talk with a young lady last night at a restaurant here in Dallas, and she was young, I could tell, and I was just telling her, giving her the game very quickly over the register. I said, look, when you're not at work, learn to make money, and it's going to change your life. See you guys in the free live training. I hope you have a wonderful, blessed day. Hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. Share the channel if you don't mind. Peace.